going on? What up, Sweet Berry? Yeah, what happening? So I'm come out here. I was on Facebook. I said, let me go on Facebook. I ain't been on Facebook in forever. A couple of my guys showed up. Had a chance to talk to them. Some stuff we be talking about on the phone. But I had to go in. I had to take a deep dive, They be talking about it, but they'll be talking about it like I do. Talking about all the stuff that's going on. And, they ain't both of them in Chicago. If they put this scammer chick in there, it's over with. It's over with. They must have, they brainwashed the newcomers when they get here. So, and they giving them arms, allegedly. Because where do they get the heart to? It's like me, I couldn't go to Caracas, and I don't speak the language, I don't know the lay of the land, and just try to take over one of their neighborhoods. It's like me going down to the favelas down there in Brazil and try to take over some shit. Man, I don't speak Portuguese. I don't know how they get down, their culture and stuff like that. So, they had to be briefed before they got here, because they moving like somebody gave them some inside information. They ain't just operating autonomously. That ain't what's happening. They've been instructed, guided. You know what I mean? Put in a position to be here, and they got a mission. The brothers ain't going for it, so it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly, Because I was looking at one guy on TikTok, and he was like, "Yeah, when we was coming up, which they did, when we was coming up, they had this thing called mob action. I think if it was 3 or more guys in a group, the police could come up and make us disperse. They called it mob action. Now we just sitting there, it's 25 of us grew up on the same block, all boys. So we all got together. We look like, like we finna take over a whole community. We just grew up together. But they call it mob action. But that doesn't apply to the newcomers. So they've been mobbing 50, 80 deep, which is unheard of. You don't call it mob action when they doing it, huh? Oh my God, it's crazy. But now that's good and bad, because now if y'all all huddle together, all somebody got to do is just ride by and just ta-da-da, ta-da-da, ta-da, ta-da-da-da. Send them home in boxes. Because the brothers in the neighborhood, they ain't looking to get out, They ain't looking to leave the life yet, So, to move them out the way, man, that ain't gonna happen. What is this? I thought it was just a shadow on my wheel. Yep. So they saying basically everybody want to move out of Chicago now. I knew that was coming. Well, people who about something, got a lot to lose. Of course they gonna want to leave. But the brothers that's part of the struggle, they ain't going nowhere. They in the neighborhood, they ain't going nowhere. They more on some trying to team up. But when they see them dudes ain't really trying to team up, they trying to take over. Yeah, that's a whole different ball of wax. So if Scamala get in there, oh my God. Hope y'all got somewhere to go. It's gonna be rough. You know, she's gonna be put in charge of basically, you know, what they call it when you do a bankruptcy and you sell off the country, sell off the company assets. That's if she gets in there, that's what she's gonna be in charge of. The liquidation of America. Yep. But she gonna pretend like it ain't happening. She'll get in there and gaslight every day. Oh, I'm looking at the numbers. The numbers are all gonna be fudged and funny math like they've been doing. All the math been funny. This country in trouble. They just been fudging the numbers for the last 2 years, 3 years. Yeah, it might be the whole presidency, the whole term. So, hope y'all got somewhere to go. Shit. It get too rough. Hey, look, I ain't signed up for none of this. So be like, I forgot who I was talking to. They was like, but man, you running away. We need you. You one of our soldiers. Yeah, I'm a soldier, but guess what? I didn't sign on for none of this. I didn't vote blue, no matter who. You know, I ain't voted blue no matter who since Bill Clinton. Shit, I didn't do this. So I'm not responsible because I didn't sign on to none of this. I didn't vote for none of this. So why I gotta stay here and fight? You know, for all the people who voted blue, it's y'all responsibility to get a hold and a handle on y'all government. Y'all voted for this. I didn't. So I don't feel bad about leaving. So don't. So don't. I don't care at all. I don't care. Everybody that voted dancing in the street 2020. Where they at? You know? And they finna vote for an empty pantsuit. You know? This woman obviously is a DEI hire. And if the media wasn't just singing her graces, she'd have been out of there. If they told the truth, she'd have been out of there. This woman got all kind of dirt on her name, and they're doing their best to cover it up. It's sad. It's sad that people wasn't politically astute enough to realize that you're voting to sell yourself out. She telling you she gonna raise your taxes, and they talking about go Scamala. This woman talking about raising your motherfucking taxes. How you gonna vote for that? She ain't even talked about. At least she could give us some lip service. Well, I'm gonna lower your taxes by 10%. That ain't what she's saying. She said, I'm gonna raise your taxes. She said, you're gonna need to pay more. They always say, because you gotta remember now, they double speak when they talk. We're gonna raise the taxes on the billionaires, make them pay their fair share. But the billionaires got a team of lawyers, a team of accountants, a team of bookkeepers, right? Tax accountants, right? Financial advisors, whole teams. So it's gonna be hard. I don't give a care what law they pass. It's gonna be hard to get them to pay their fair share. So that trickles down to who? Me and you. And we've been falling for it forever. So to me, when they say they're gonna tax the rich, you should hear in your mind, we're gonna tax you. That's what you should hear, because the rich ain't gonna pay it. They're not gonna pay it. Okay, and if they look like they're paying is because all they do is pass that tax on to the consumer. So when you buy your good, they put an extra 30 cents on there. Okay, that's gonna cover all their corporate tax. And if they don't do that, they'll make the can smaller, make the bag of potato chips smaller. Half the bag is full of air. The bag is small and it's halfway is full of air. This is the tax that you're paying, that corporate tax that they talking about they gonna pay their fair share. This is how they get their money. But you know, we don't supposed to know this. You don't supposed to be smart enough to figure this out. You know what I mean? You supposed to just go in there, see the bag of chips, it's half full, and just mindlessly buy it. Yeah. Life could be it could be a trip where you just sit back and actually see that these people just play in our face and smile. We never call them to the rug. Every now and I've just seen recently some people it was some white folks. Thank God they finally waking up. They was outside of some event center waiting for Scamala. I guess she was in Michigan. So they all outside, and her motorcade was at the light or whatever, and people were yelling out, "Get that bitch out of here!" I was like, you know what? It brought a tear to my eye. I'm like, damn, somebody finally waking up, huh? Now let's see if Michigan go red. See, because the way it looked, because you know the polls are lying. They're trying to make it seem like it's close so they can try to do some funny math. But when you look at a lot of independent polls, that's what I do. I look at a lot of independent polls, and they say Trump is up between 3 and possibly 5 points in all of the battleground states. I hope it's true. I know he got to be up though, because she's doing stuff that don't make sense. Like she just went to the border yesterday for a photo op. She was there 20 minutes. You know, photo op. So you mean tell me it's been over 3.5 years you just not going to the border, and then you was only there for 20 minutes. You know they was clocking her to see how long she was gonna stay. So basically, that was eating at her. Apparently, so many people online were just eating her alive about she ain't been to the border. So I guess she did that just to shut people up. But all she did was make it worse, because we know all you did was went down there for a photo op. That's not a 20-minute solution, Scamala. You brought over 20 million motherfuckers here. That's more than a 20-minute solution. Talk to a couple border agents that you probably handpicked. Made sure they voted for you. Boy, it's just amazing. It's hard to sit back and just watch people march to the pit of fire. It's hard. And you be like, do you not see the pit of fire right there? You just go march right on it there. You can't tell this heifer is lying. She go turn her back, man. She gonna turn on you so ugly. So ugly. Woman can't think. She can't talk without a teleprompter. She ain't got no policies that she really stand on. And then the stuff she is talking about is all communist leaning. If it ain't all outright communist. Taxing unrealized gains. She talking about going up on the corporate tax. What other tax she say? Unrealized gains, corporate gain. I mean, shit, I can't even think of it now. Capital gains. So unrealized capital gains, plus you plan on going up on capital gains, plus you plan on going up on corporate taxes. And people talking about voting for her. What? What'd you say? I think she is an alcoholic. Yeah, she probably a drug addict too. Shit. I saw that one time she was on there talking to somebody. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, what? But you know, they covering for her. She's just gonna be an empty pantsuit. You know what I mean? With a turkey neck. You know she ain't black. Where she get that turkey neck? Look, I'm her age. Where my turkey neck at? Gobble gobble neck ass. They done told her to stop laughing, so she been doing her best to stop laughing. This is a disaster, man. This just a laughing stock. There's no way she could be president. If she is, boy, God help us. Just think. Some people said if she gets in there, look, if she gets in there, you look at, she's probably gonna bring in another 100 million illegals or migrants, as they say. So think it might be 20 million here now. Just think of another 100 million. But if you think you ain't being replaced, you out of your mother effing mind. And these people are coming from some of the poorest places on earth. They'll work for $10 an hour. Manual labor, working in the steel mill, all kind of stuff. They probably work for less than that, $8 an hour. Yeah, it's gonna be rough if she gets in there. She's gonna tax you to death, and she's gonna bring in people because they know people gonna get pissed real quick. If she got in there, her honeymoon would be over with probably in less than probably 6 months. I give it 6 months before the honeymoon is completely over with. People be disenchanted like a mug, and then the border will just be wide open. The replacements are here, and once all the replacements get here, everybody gonna be losing their jobs. And this place is just gonna go down, down, down. What up? What up? I see you. Peace. But if we get Orange Man back in there, the Don, we get the Don back in there. Don say, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. He said, I'm a drill baby drill, bring your fuel prices down under half within 12 months. I'm gonna lower your income tax, and he's gonna lower the not the capital gains, but the corporate tax. So if he lower the corporate tax, then that means corporations can invest more. That means more equipment, more warehouses, more stores, more inventory, hire more employees, you know. They can go into new markets. Yeah. That'll put a nice boost to the economy. And then he closed the border up, and he put the tariffs on China and everybody else. They're like, oh, the prices are gonna go up if he put tariffs on, because the Chinese are gonna raise their prices. That's true, but then we can just buy American. You know? Buy American, make sure you get the extended warranty. Problem solved. You know what I mean? If the Chinese goods come in because of the tariffs and the prices are high on these Chinese goods, then we just buy American goods and just go ahead, because you already will have the manufacturer's warranty, go on to get extended warranty with it and buy American. Problem solved. It's my little app saying, Rakim, it's time for you to drink some water. I got an app that tells me when to drink water. Hold on, I got to get another one. So, y'all better pray. And you better get your butt down to the polls and vote this man in. It's not about a personality contest. You know, this ain't about his personality. This ain't about nobody's personality. This is about policies. Okay? This is about the direction of the nation. This is about getting you some tax breaks, and it's about stimulating the economy, stimulating growth. And we need to have strength in that chair, because we got all this fighting going on. Now we got Israel messing around in Lebanon, but they don't know. Y'all probably don't know, and I don't want to talk too much about it, because you know how the small hats are. You know, they get their panties in a bunch if you start talking about them. You're anti-Semitic just because you talked about us. You know, so you can't talk about them. But now they going into Lebanon, southern Lebanon. But see, I don't know probably that it's been a plan for them to expand the borders of Israel. So this ain't by accident. Ain't none of this by accident. All this is by design. You know, it's too many of them. It's too many people in the country now, and they need to expand them borders. And they don't want to pay. That's how you're supposed to acquire land. If that land is not occupied, let's say southern Lebanon, that's bordering northern Israel, is not really occupied, why don't they just go to them and offer them some money? Hey, look, we'll give y'all, you know, $2 trillion. Get off me, bud. We'll give you $2 trillion. Whatever. Work out a deal. Instead, they gonna take it. You know, we got more bombs than you, and then we got our, you know, retarded big brother on our side, the U.S. That's gonna back our play. You know what I'm saying? They gonna back us with military weapons, advanced military weapons. They're gonna advance us with money, and push come to shove, they gonna provide us with boots on the ground, guaranteed. You heard it here first. Because in order for you to expand the borders of Israel, that's southern Lebanon, you got to get rid of the whole Gaza Strip, West Bank, all they got to go. Okay, the Palestinians, they, you know, might makes right at this point. I feel for you, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? When we's catching our hell here, in the hells of North America, I don't really remember them coming to our aid and assist. So, hey, every man for themselves. You know what I mean? What Tariq always say? Hold your own nuts. So they're gonna take care of that whole West Bank, the whole Gaza Strip. They want southern Lebanon, and they want some of Egypt. Yeah. So once they get through mopping up these other two areas, Lebanon and Egypt, the West Bank, then they're going to go and start picking with Egypt. You heard it here first. That probably won't be until 2026 before they wipe up these other two, because it's going to take them a minute to deal with Lebanon, because, you know, that's always been an area of tension. You know, they didn't fought before, and now they fighting again. And Israel started because they want that land. And the U.S. probably secretly told them, all right, go ahead. They already bombing. They bombing southern Lebanon today, dropping big bombs. I mean, if you go there and look, them bombs is big. Them clouds, them fire clouds, mushroom clouds is big. I don't know what kind of bombs they dropping. They dropping huge bombs over there today, boy. And you know they gon' Lebanon gonna fire back. Yeah, they probably gonna be sending 1,000 missiles into Israel tomorrow. So then you still got what's going on in Russia. Russia's slamming them right now. They not playing, boy. They not playing. So you got Russia jumping off. You got Israel still jumping off. So, you know, I saw some said that North Korea, hell, they said that they're willing to commit 500,000 troops to the war effort in Ukraine. If I think they was like the catalyst was if any NATO countries get in it. You better pray the orange men get in there, y'all. Y'all better go down there and help them get in there. Other than that, the world is gonna be in trouble for the next 10 years. Something must have bit me. I feel like I got a bite now. Yep. So that's what's going on over here. So I'm hoping that we get them in there. We can keep them alive long enough. We could at least turn the corner. Because your boy Jerome Powell is going to give us another rate cut here in October. It's another political cut, probably to try to help Scamler. Probably going to give us another 50 basis points, hopefully. And then we'll get probably another one in December. That'll put a lot of money in the system because they're going to start printing. So it's going to put a lot of money in the system. So money will be cheap. Interest rates will be low. Money will be cheap. They'll flood the market. Now, the bad thing is, on the backside of that, we're going to get higher inflation. So we're going to get higher prices. We probably won't really start feeling them next year or higher prices until sometime next year. I don't know exactly when, probably by second quarter. We should start feeling the effects of the higher inflation. But in the meantime, in between time, we'll get a short stimulus. The capital markets would definitely go up. So that's what I'm looking for. Crypto, stocks, commodities, futures, all that's gonna go up. So hopefully it go up enough where I can just say, you know what? I made enough money. I'm out of here. I would pray to God, please let me be able to say that next year. Early next year. Shoot. I'll put my truck in storage, get a tune-up, put it in storage, and take a leave of absence. I need to come back to make money. I come back for about 6 months. I still can make a nice check in 6 months. I could probably knock down about 60,000 or 70,000. Pay my little tax, and the rest I'll just take back over to Sierra Leone. So I got a plan, but if he gets in there, we good. Money gonna be flowing, but we got to keep him alive long enough because, him going after the deep state, they ain't taking kindly to that because the crimes that's on their hands is so numerous that You know, a lot of them cats looking at natural life, if not the death penalty. So they have a real incentive to make sure he don't get in office. I mean, a legitimate. You got that many crimes on your head, and you know they probably ain't covered it up good enough. You know, anytime they doing stuff like that, there's always some back channels. So once you get a hold to that, you're gonna have all the evidence you need to prosecute. Now, is he gonna have enough heart to put the right people in office to go after them? Because they're gonna be you think they murderers now? They're gonna be really murderers when you start coming at them. They're gonna be cornered. And you know, anytime you corner an animal, that's when they at their most dangerous. So y'all pray. Y'all better pray. If you don't pray, you should start. But this country gonna be, boy. Hey, while I'm thinking about this, I almost forgot to say this. But you see what happens down here in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, the Carolinas, and what was it, Kentucky and Virginia. And you notice they not covering it on the news? They was like, man, fuck them. If you notice, all of them are Democratic states, except Virginia. Virginia is like a toss-up right now. It's almost like a swing state. But you figure Kentucky, vote red. The Carolinas, you know Florida does. And Georgia, they had this one little blip with 2020, but they're going to go back red. And you notice they ain't saying nothing. Where's Joe at? Where's Scamala? They supposed to be out. Where's FEMA? There's people dying right now. This shit is, it says like what? Almost 3 million people without power. And half of them ain't got houses. Them houses all gone. Businesses gone. Trusts gone. Warehousing, food, everything is finished. I'm so glad. It seems like every time something bad is going to happen, God takes me out of that area and put me in an area where I'm good. I'm over here in Utah. It's dry as Sahara up here. It's dry. Ain't a drop of rain nowhere. And it's kind of cool. You see I'm outside with some freaking shorts on. This morning it was like, I mean, this earlier today it was like what, 94 was the high today. And right now it's comfortable. I feel nice out here. So now, how do you explain that? We basically looking at the worst flooding probably in the last 100 years. And they haven't came out and said nothing yet. And the national press is not even giving it an ear. I ain't heard nothing yet. All I've been listening to is alternative news. You know, they own it. Photos, you see people swimming out their trucks, everything. Man, it's bad. All because what happened to the infrastructure bill? Because they said 2 dams broke, one in Tennessee and one in North Carolina, and we had like a half a dozen bridges collapse. This probably gonna be in the trillions of dollars in damage. I can see right now that the insurance companies ain't gonna want to pay. I can see that right now. The insurance company they ain't gonna want to pay for this. We're talking when it's all said and done, this might be the worst. This might be worse than Katrina, because this actually is in multiple states. Katrina was just isolated to New Orleans, basically. This multiple states. So this probably gonna be $3 to $5 trillion worth of damage. But I can see right now the insurance companies ain't gonna want to pay it. And that means that the U.S. government's supposed to pick up the slack. Let's see if they do it. You see they just gave your boys some money. A little short fairy dancing dude. Y'all see the dance he was doing? Skipping and shit around. I don't know if y'all saw the film on Zelensky. He was doing some type of performance with a tutu on. Can't make this shit up, boy. He's the president of Ukraine. What a joke. Oh, what a joke. That shit crazy. We got troll in here. Anyway, they better be on it tomorrow. But then I'm thinking the national press supposed to pick that up. Now I can see most of the local channels are probably underwater. That's because they got all them hills, they got all that water down there. And them bridges, you see them bridges, them bridges was collapsing left and right. Well, what happened to our infrastructure bill? What happened to the money? They ain't been fixing a damn thing. I've seen a few bridges they've been working on, but to have them collapse this easy, and then you had two dams to break, because it wasn't really the hurricane that did the damage, it's the collapse of the freaking dams in conjunction with the hurricane and the rain. So that's a triple threat. So, and it's mighty funny, right before the election, we get this big, and they talking about there's another storm coming. I don't know the name of it yet. So that means the election is going to be all jacked up now. Yeah, because think about it. Kentucky, Georgia, the Carolinas, Virginia. That's 5 freaking states. The worst flooding probably in 100 years. 5 weeks out from an election. Oh my God, everything is destroyed. Oh my God. That almost make me think that it was saboteurs. I could be wrong, but that's the way my mind thinks. Because they've had plenty of storms come through there. Why was all of a sudden this amount of damage? I'm trying to think if I really wanted to maintain my power, and all I had to do in certain areas, and I knew the storm was coming, if I could have just did a little something to those areas, nobody gonna really watch me because people be doing stuff all the time. We be passing them on the highway, nobody think about what they doing. To kind of help the damage along, you know? Who knows? But maybe that's just the way I think. I sure was thinking that. What'd you say? I don't think there will be an election this year. We gotta have an election. Just because we have a storm, we still gotta have an election. You're only supposed to be able to counsel a storm if it's a war or a natural disaster where it basically affects the whole country. It's only 5 states. We still got, 45 more. So there's really no reason to cancel the election, but it's definitely going to mess it up because they said right now we up to 50 people dead, and still people are dying because people don't have their medicine. Some people was on machines, so people are still dying. People without food, without electricity. So roads are they're not passable, so you can't even get in there with no food. I seen a video of a lady, she didn't show her face, she was just crying. Water was it was basically a river. She was on a little sliver of land and she was crying. I guess her house was down in there. She probably ain't had a chance to get nothing. It's a shame, man. I feel bad for them. That's all I can say. Feel bad for them. You know? But you remember Katrina. You remember how they was treating us doing is it Katrina, wasn't it? Yeah. You remember how they was kind of acting, you know, they had some people online had some slick stuff to say when we were going through that, you know. Now we'd be insensitive if we acted that way. Do you remember that? Do y'all remember that? My ankle getting tight. I've been jumping about an hour before I even came on with y'all. Yep. So we needed to be an election now. We need an election. But we need to get this man in there so we can turn this ship around. Let him deal with that shit. You know? Where's FEMA at? Where's all our allies sending checks in? Where y'all money at? This is the time for y'all to show us how much you appreciate the stuff we've done for y'all. Where the money at? You know, where's the, you know, we pray for your nation. We pray for the people who are injured and people lost their lives. And where's your plane full of water? Where's your food? And where's the money? Where's the checks at? Get it to rolling. The whole world should be sending checks here. We got trillions of dollars worth of damage. And the problem is ongoing. It ain't even nowhere near being over. It ain't. I mean, this is literally months they got to go through this cleaning. Let me get in. Hold on, guys, because it's about time. I got my big charger. What are you looking at? You're always in your damn business. You looking at me, I'm looking at him. Wondering what he doing. He wondering what I'm doing. Hold on, guys. He pulled up in a car. That's why I'm looking. There we go. There we go. Where's my alcohol at? Yeah, so. Yeah, it's gonna be, we need an election. We gotta have an election now. I don't give a damn what happened. I feel sorry for what's going on, but we need an election. We need to get it, because he ain't, what the hell Sleepy Joe gonna do? You know? Put some alcohol on this bike. Yeah, we gotta have an election immediately. They can try to deal with it, but then let Donald deal with it. I think he'll deal with it better than they will. So they ain't said nothing yet. You know?
They ain't said nothing yet. So, what are they waiting on? You know what I mean? I know they know. So, what they waiting on? Plug this phone up because you know you're doing lives. The damn battery get ate up. There we go. Yep. So that's what I want to know. When are they gonna come out and say something? And then where's these other countries with the aid and assist? That's what I want to know. Where's the money at? Where's the we sorry and we stand with the American people and all that? you know? So that way the insurance companies ain't got to pay all this money because they're not going to want to pay. I doubt if they even got that kind of money. The way they've been paying their CEOs and so many different, each season they got to pay. But this here is just beyond that. With the break of them dams. Mighty funny. You get 2 dams to break? I don't believe in coincidence. Not like that anyway. How the hell 2 dams break on the same storm? Out of all these storms that have been coming through, you didn't have no dams to break. All of a sudden you get 2 to break on the same storm? Yeah. And you had like 6 bridges to collapse? Yeah. The storm wasn't even that bad. It was only like a category, 5? They done had a bunch of 5s come through there. You know? Shade, I need to put some more. You said that's sus? Yeah, it's sus. Hell yeah. I'm gonna find the angle because to me that don't make sense. You know the way I'm laying it out. You know it don't make sense because I'm thinking like, okay, 1 dam, okay, cool. 2 dams and 6 bridges, nah. And I'm talking about these major highways, I-40. That cuts the state in half. Wherever that road, that bridge collapsed on I-40, that cuts the state in half. Because I-40 go the whole length of Tennessee. And I'm not sure what a river, what the dam is, but when I look at the damage, when I look at the river flowing through people's houses or whatever, I seen people standing on the roof. Remind me of Katrina. The only thing is, this time all the faces were translucent. I mean, I feel bad for them, but if you got out of there with your life, you did good. But yeah, we gotta have an election, Sweetberry. We can't let that stop us. We need to get these people out of office immediately. And when none of us out there. Mr. Lofton wasn't over that way. I'm not over that way, and my son, I think he was at home, so all us are safe. Yep. And now that we know the damage is that way, we ain't gonna be getting no lows that way because that cuts off. Let me see, what do we pick up lows at? We pick up lows in North Carolina for sure. Right there around Charlotte and Greensboro. And then we pick up loads in Georgia, but that's northern Georgia. So that might be good. We don't really pick up much in Virginia. We deliver to Virginia, but we don't pick up loads out of there. And Kentucky, yeah, I pick up some loads out of Kentucky and I deliver to Kentucky. And Florida, I don't know how bad it is, but I do pick up and deliver I pick up in Florida and I deliver out of Florida. So that's going to slow down a lot of work, unfortunately. Yeah, because most of the factories are on the water now. If they near them rivers, they're going to be on the water. So that means they're going to be. And I can't think off the top of my head as any of them close by, but even if the factories wasn't involved with it, the roads are washed out. We can't even get there. Yeah, man, it's rough right now. And then we got on Tuesday, the port workers are going on strike. Oh my God, that's the other thing I need to tell y'all. If you ain't stacked up with food and got plenty of stuff, I would implore you tomorrow, you better go get stocked up. You better go get like 10 cases of water. You better get enough food for about 2 months. Because for every day that they on strike, it's going to delay a week. So if they on strike for 5 days and they settle after 5 days, that's going to push all deliveries back 5 weeks. Yep. It'll take them 5 weeks to catch up. And that'll put us right at the election. So it ain't going to take long for the stores to get empty. Yep. A lot of your produce we get from out of state and out the country. Your avocados, all this food that we have in the grocery stores that's out of season for us. The reason why we can get it because we're getting it from other countries. So all that stuff is gonna rot. All that bananas, avocados, probably tomatoes, cabbage, all that stuff is gonna rot. So you better go out and buy food. You better go out and buy water, and you might want to keep you some cash on hand, just in case, because it's gonna get tough if they go on strike, and they probably not gonna come to no resolution within no 2 days. They ain't finna do nothing over the weekend. So today is spent. Tomorrow will be spent. And then Monday, they'll probably be negotiating. But Biden already said with his senile stuff that he's not going to intervene. So, more than likely, if they don't come to they don't come to an agreement Monday, which I doubt. Because usually when they wait to the bottom deadline, that means that they can't come to no agreement. So that means it will be a strike now, and it takes a week. It'll take about a week, maybe 3 to 7 days before you, the consumer, feel it. So you got about a week that you can go out and buy stuff if you ain't got no money right now. You got about a week. And because I'm thinking you can't let them be on strike no more than a week. Either the government gonna have to step in, or the port folks are gonna have to cave and get them people a raise, maybe a $3 raise, and in maybe 2 years let it go up another $2. I think all they wanted is like a $5 raise, and they telling them no. Okay, and then on top of it, they trying to come in with that automation. They're trying to automate the ports. That's another reason why the brothers want to strike, because it makes sense. Y'all want to come in with automation and basically fire all us, but you want us to keep making you money when we should have been got a raise. So the money that you're not giving us a raise for, you taking that money and you're getting ports automated one at a time. They see the play. Like, nah, we need to put a halt to this. Y'all need to dig in y'all pockets a little deeper and give us a raise. And I can't blame them. Because if I was working with them, I'd be wanting a raise too. And they gonna stand on business. They ain't gonna let nobody crash that line. That means ain't no truck drivers gonna be working, nothing. So ain't no truck drivers gonna be working. Ain't no port people gonna be working. And people all along where the port's at, they gonna be looking crazy. The ripple effect is a monster. I don't think y'all been paying attention. That's why I said let me start coming on more, because there's some shit happening now, boy. If you ain't smart and ain't really staying on top of this stuff, you're gonna be out here bad. You know. Now my thing is I'm gonna buy more water. I got 2 cases in here now, but in the morning I'm gonna get up and buy 2 more cases of water, put in my front seat. So live. And you know, at home I got maybe 15 cases stacked up in my kitchen. Yep, sure do. And I got 2 home purifiers, water purifiers, gravity fed, because some of that water been sitting a while. So if I have to use it, I'm gonna just run it through my filter system, and that way it'll be drinkable. So like, this damn thing and bit me, whatever it was. I got a little whelch right there. But it's all good. I ain't tripping. Alcohol take care of the business. So yep, that's what we up against, people. We need an election though, Sweetberry. I don't give a damn what happened. We need that. I wish it was today, shit, or tomorrow, or Tuesday, Monday. We need to get this show on the road. You see crypto waking up. Bitcoin is at 65 going to 66. Hell, probably by the middle of the month, it's going to be up to around 70. And you see XRP was at 61. And the other thing about next week's supposed to be good too. We're supposed to find out if the SEC is going to appeal Judge Torres' ruling about the fine, the $125 million fine. So hopefully they don't appeal. They don't appeal, just take the money. XRP it's gonna shoot right up, boy. I don't know what it's gonna shoot up to, but I'm gonna be ready for it. It might shoot to maybe $1, maybe 2. The highest it's been was $3 and I think 12 cents, or was it 32 cents, something like that. So if it shoot up to its all-time high and we have price discovery, I would like that. But yeah, we're getting into the beginning stages of the bull run, man. So yeah, we gotta have a vote on this president thing. I'm sorry for the people down there, but you know that's gonna mess up a lot of work. So this week coming is gonna be, well, this week will be fine. Next week, you know, this week coming will be fine. It's the following week we're gonna be in trouble if they go on strike. So I got probably one more good week that I could work. And after that, work probably gonna slow down because of the strike and the flooding. Cause we can't even go down south now. Can't go down there. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna get off here, guys. I probably need to try to say goodnight to my wife. It's already late, but she wasn't feeling good today, so let me just check on her and then watch the news, see what's going on before I go to sleep. I'm off tomorrow as well. Before I find out what my load is going to be on Monday, they supposed to let me know tomorrow, so I'll be on looking out for that. But y'all stay tuned. The biggest things we got coming up now is Tuesday for the strike, and then we're looking for if the SEC is going to appeal. They got up to, I think they got to Friday. So those are 2 big things that's coming this week. So if they strike, I'm gonna probably come on and try to talk to y'all and reiterate the gravity of the situation. And then I'll probably come on again around Friday if they don't appeal. That'll be a big thing. So I'm definitely gonna come on. I'm probably gonna come on all my channels then. Facebook, Probably even go on Twitter. I'm gonna do Twitter, because that's gonna be a big thing if they don't appeal. We're gonna be super happy. So, y'all got any questions before I let y'all get up out of here? Enjoy y'all rest of y'all Saturday. Look at that. Y'all see it? I matched that shirt. I just got it sitting on my seat. Yep, y'all see it. Y'all got any questions before I get out of here? Whew. I'm tired now. I've been jumping rope, and I did 2 lives. No questions, huh? Okay, great. I'll try to holler at y'all on Tuesday, if not before. If something else happening, I'll let you know. But Tuesday, because we want to see what happens with this strike. This is a big deal. They can't be on strike no more than a week. They really shouldn't go on strike. They should have caught it before now, but you know, incompetence. It's all over, you know. All right then. All right. Good night. Holla at y'all. Peace. Hair grease. And go stock up on your food, your canned goods, and your water. If I were you, I'd go stock up. Better be safe than sorry.